It's colder over here.
Yeah, because you're in the usually it's a hot seat, but it's a cold seat today. All right. I am excited to get started. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Welcome to another incredible episode of Sandman Does Podcasts with your wonderful host today. It's Demi Smith. Woo! Yeah, a little clap. But yes, we're excited to switch it up a bit today to have the man that's usually behind the scenes in the hot seat. So I'm excited to be here to chat with you. Obviously, I am not a podcast host, so I'm going to try my best. And
Neither am I.
you are. You definitely are. You do a great job at this. But for myself, I do not consider speaking to be my forte. So I'm just excited to wing it for once. And first question, what everyone wants to know. How many pots of coffee do you actually drink in one day?
Yeah,
And can you expand on that? Hmm.
not enough.
Not enough. I think more than enough actually. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, how is the I guess maybe we should introduce yourself. How you always ask your guests to introduce, maybe say a little bit about yourself or what you're about, and then we'll kick it off.
All right.
Yeah.
My name's Cole Smith.
Yes.
I am a father, and I'm a husband, and I'm a boxing coach, and I still compete. Just haven't for a bit.
Hmm.
Business owner. Um, own a boxing business. I guess maybe like a youth outreach
Hmm.
business, personal training, and then graphics, Sandstar.
Woo!
So, and a podcast now.
Yeah.
Been doing a podcast. Yeah, so do a lot. It's fun though. It's
Mhm.
good. Busy.
Busy but good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so for your podcast, I guess that's what we're kind of chatting about today a little bit more, but how are you feeling that it's going? You've had quite a few people already come on your podcast. Lots of people are reaching out to you now, which I think is just incredible. Like I hope you take it as an honor as well, but people reaching out to you and saying, "Can I come on?" Which is pretty darn cool.
hmm
So, how do you feel about how it's going or any thoughts around that?
I think it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun. I I like talking to people. I enjoy learning about people
Yeah.
and just kind of seeing what they're up to, or less what they're up to and more why they're up to it.
Mm.
You know, I just it's fun to see how people's minds work, how they got to where they're at, why they got there, if they even know how they got there, if they understand the impact they have, if
Mhm.
they like how they process it all. Um, and and just because I feel like I know a lot of people, so to be able to give them a little bit of a platform, because there's so many people I know that I just think everybody should know you.
Yeah.
More people should know you. Why do I just know you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And nobody hears them.
Yeah.
And they're so insightful, or they're so whatever they're um wherever they're strong in life, like somebody could use that
Yeah.
somehow. So I just like it. I enjoy it, and it's fun. So as long as that it keeps being that,
Mhm.
I'll just keep doing it.
Yeah. I think a main point is like you do have a genuine interest in people. You've always been that way. So I think this is just such a cool way to kind of expand on that. And how many people have said, oh, like they're so nervous to come on, or they've done a podcast before, but this one was so different. It was like friends talking. And I love how, yeah, I just truly believe like you're able to put people at ease when it comes to that. And
Which is interesting because I'm
yeah.
not friends with any of them.
Yeah, I hate them all. Yeah, right, hey? Yeah. No, that's so awesome. But, yeah, I guess kind of on the topic of friends and all that, something that I really admire in you, Cole, is, like, your daily habits that you've worked really hard on, especially, like, maybe the last 5, 6 years. And I was just, even lots of people, they'll come and talk to you about, like, how do you fit this in your day, or how do you, um, I guess, like, say, maybe prioritize reading or do all these things. And yeah, maybe just talking about daily habits, like what's important to you, or how do you think, or why do you think you can prioritize them or make them non-negotiables where a lot of people are not?
Uh, I th- uh, I think I am. Well, for one, I think I'm really good at simplifying things. Um, whereas most people are really good at complicating things.
Mhm.
Like most people are, or think they are, super smart. And I really think the smarter you are, the easier it is to talk yourself out of things.
Mhm.
Whereas I'm really good at simplifying, really good at just making it um not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So for my daily habits, for one, there's only a few things that are non-negotiables, and one of them is being a father
Mhm.
and being a husband. I don't get to just wake up and not be those things. Uh, and then the other ones are just small, like reading,
Mhm.
reading, or listening to. Yeah, I'm very growth minded, so I just want to take in information. I want to learn, and I try to apply it. So just like 10 minutes a day, read, listen to something, just try and learn something. And like those are my non-negotiables.
Right.
Like they're not it's not like I don't have to be at the gym every day. I don't have to run every day. I don't have to eat good every single. Those aren't my non-negotiables.
Mhm.
Those are a lot more flexible. Um and even when I think about being disciplined, I'm not that disciplined as people think I am, but I've just put systems in place that help me be disciplined. Cuz I'm not most of the things I do, I don't do it for myself all the time.
Mhm.
I like to help other people. I like to show people that it isn't that hard and you can do it too.
Mhm.
I like to be the person that Royce can look up to, that my friends can go to for help. I want to be that person for people. And then even with working out, I never work out by myself, or very rarely. I never run by myself, or very rarely. Um, it's not like I'm disciplined in those things, but I am accountable to other people. So I've put these systems in place to like, I need to be working out. So I surrounded myself with people who work out
Mhm.
so I can always find somebody who's going to push me and get me there. So I think I just know myself better than most people.
Mhm.
And I just put the proper systems in place
Yeah,
and just simplified it.
I think so too.
So it sounds like really, I'm making it sound real easy and like kind of like dumbed down, but like that's how everything is for me.
That's how you see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think it's, like, a lot of the things you do are selfless in that way. Like, even books we've talked about in the past, like, there's lots of books you've read that aren't necessarily for you, but you just want to know and have that resource. Because I know so many people ask you for books or what I should read or, "What are you reading?" and how all of these questions that they ask, and you always lend out our 1,000,000,000 books that that we have on the shelf. You're always the first to maybe see someone going through a certain thing and being like, "Hey, you should read this," or, "Hey, this should be your next read," and I think that's like, people really value that. I think that's so cool, but do you get, like, you kinda feel the same way sometimes too? Like, kind of, um, when someone asks you about that, like, "What do you have a resource for me?" and you almost always have, like, "Read this first, and then we'll talk about it," or something like that. Does that make you feel some kind of, I don't know if accomplishment is the word, but something like that?
I just feel like I think I have a higher capacity
Mhm.
than most people to just handle things.
Yeah.
And plus, because of the life we've built, we have a lot of overflowing resources. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally. Um, I just have a lot to give. So I just want to be able to help people who maybe aren't there yet. And sometimes when people ask me for advice on something, it sometimes does maybe bother me if I don't know.
Mhm.
So then I'll go in and just research that or read about it or learn about it. And, it's not like now I'm an expert, but at least now there's tools that I could hand over to somebody else or I get them started in the right direction. Or maybe I've met somebody who's really far ahead in that area I can introduce them to. Um, I don't think, yeah, I just feel like I was here to help people. I'm like meant to help people. Why else would I be able to deal with things a lot better than most people? Um, so that's, I guess, why.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
even know if I answered your
You
question.
did, you did, sweetheart. Yeah, and you kinda touched on also, um, just kinda going for things. You started a podcast, you started this. I think a lot of people do get stuck in that way that they don't simplify things as much as you are able to. But what do you think, I guess, maybe people get hung up on so much that they talk themselves out of things, or okay, someone else was probably thinking to start a podcast for 3 years already, and they haven't started anything with it. It's just like a thought. Whereas a lot of things that you do, it's more like, okay, you thought of it one day, you might do it the next. You kinda just jump into things and you kinda embrace that unknown, whereas other people don't, but, like, why do you think that? Or why.
I I think most people don't believe in themselves,
Mm,
or they don't have confidence in themselves, or they don't see themselves as a competent person. Um, and I see myself as all of those.
right.
So I don't think. when I see something, I don't ever think I can't do that. I always think like, how long would it take me to learn that? You know?
Do I really want to?
Yeah. Like even with like Shayna or Kennedy
Yeah.
doing handstands, I'm like, I wonder how long that would take me. It's not like I could never do that.
Yeah,
It's like I wonder how long that would take me to learn that.
totally.
And like that's the perspective I have on most things. And like I say to you all the time, it's like I'm a competent person. I've, everything we've done, we've gotten through it.
Mhm,
We've built it. We've, you know, it's not like things go perfect, but we handle it. So like nothing in my entire life has like crushed me
mhm.
to like where I can't move anymore. So why would this next thing be the thing? So it's like I'll just figure it out and it's fine. And I think like one thing that comes up lots on the podcast is that relationship with failure,
Mhm.
being able to fail forwards,
Right,
keep going. And I fail every day all day long. And that's fine. It like doesn't like nothing about that bothers me.
right.
Because once I get it, it's so much better. So I think I don't have that ego problem. I don't care
Yeah,
about what I look like to people. I don't have that issue. And I just am confident in my own abilities to figure things out
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, or something like that, no. Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's so awesome. And I think that also, like, spills into parenthood as well, like, just being able to embrace things and not have to like how you said, we've got through everything so far, so why would today be any different than that?
Hmm.
But, you know, I guess, like, how do you think fatherhood has changed you? Do you feel different in any way? Or, like, what are your thoughts? I know you have big goals when it comes to raising our kids and raising strong men and being a great example for our boys now. But yeah, I don't know, like, what do you think of parenthood, fatherhood? How has that kinda changed your everyday type of mindset?
Uh, probably. I think mostly just being more conscience, conch, con, hmm,
Conscious.
not. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
conscious,
yeah.
cautious,
Yeah,
conscience.
whichever one.
One of those words.
Yeah,
About how I am um doing things, going about things, how I'm talking about things, how I'm speaking about things, uh and just making sure that I'm doing it in a way that Royce can see it or see why I'm doing it that way.
right.
Um I think I used to live for myself a lot. It was just like but now it's like there's a lot of thought around what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Like even for purpose, like like my purpose now is to raise Royce
Mhm.
and another boy who's on his way.
Yeah,
Like that is to raise them to be strong and not just strong, but um like an addition to our economy. That they're gonna help, they're gonna do good, they're gonna be strong. Uh, before it was like let's get our money on track so that we can live a good life. Now that is still the goal, but like, what if that doesn't happen? I still have to raise these boys to be strong.
Yeah.
What if the economy collapses and our business shuts down and whatever, and now we're broke? I still have to raise strong. Like that's still the goal.
Right.
So I think that's like everything is filtered through that now.
Hmm.
When before it wasn't really filtered through that. And even like how I talk to you, how we interact, showing them how to treat their mother, their future wife,
Yeah.
um, a female, a woman is just it's they're gonna look at how to love somebody through me,
Hmm.
you know? So that's on my mind lots as well.
Yeah. Was there anything that kind of, I guess, surprised you? Like something in fatherhood that you didn't expect? Because I know we spent a lot of time planning for our kids and talking about how we wanted to like raise our family and have our values at the forefront. But was there something that I guess fatherhood has taught you that you didn't expect, or you kind of were just
It's not that I didn't expect it, but it's just like a, I guess a lot stronger than I thought was hmm, like we've talked about this before, is like that unconditional love,
mm,
you know?
yeah,
Like I know for a fact, no matter what Royce ever does is in his entire life, I'm going to love him the exact same
yeah,
amount, no matter what. Um, doesn't matter at all. That love is not going to change, and that is like a very interesting feeling. Uh, because like even when you think of family, brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, spouse, you know, like there's things that like you would think about and you'd be like, like could I get past that?
right,
Could I get through that? Could I get past that with them and still be unconditionally in love with that person? You know, whether it's your spouse, your brother,
yeah,
and then you put your son in that position and it's like, yes,
yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
If he did that,
yeah,
I would still love him so much and like hope for him or pray for him or whatever it is. Uh, and it's such a interesting feeling, I guess.
yeah. I think a lot of people talk about that too. Like
Yeah.
they talk about unconditional love, but really for until you do have a kid,
Hmm.
I felt that too. I felt that in a way that exactly how you explain it. Royce could do whatever he wants and we'll be the first ones to back him up, you know? So that's yeah, that's a really good point for sure. I know I can't remember who you were talking to on the podcast, but you brought up that quote about like raising your kids for the life that it is, not the life you want it to be. So I'm probably butchering that quote, but yeah, I think that's a big thing too for parents right now is like having um even with all the technology and stuff like that, what do you do? How do you raise your kids with everything changing so much? But what does that quote mean to you? Cuz I know you have brought it up a few times to other people and asked their opinion, but like what are your thoughts around that quote?
Yeah. I think it's um like preparing, like prepare your kid for the world and how it is,
Mhm.
not the world that you wish it was.
Right.
And I think that's very important. I think it's very important and very overlooked because people want the world to be a certain way. And you can see it in people raising their kids. You know, like if you look at our economy, our system, it's a capitalistic, money driven, um competitive society. That's what it is. That's it. That's all that matters. If you want to do good here, that's what you need to be good at. So you can't teach your kid something else and hope they're going to do well here. Um as much as you love whatever, social whatever, as much as you love, as much as you hate money, as much as you whatever you're, it's like that doesn't help them. Hating money doesn't help them. So it's like just raise them to be good here.
Mhm.
So they're effective and they're strong and they can, you know, it has nothing to do with being a piece of shit or not. You can be good
Yeah.
in this economy too. Um, I think that's it. There's just certain things that happen in our world that we need to prepare for and be good at, you know? Um, if you're going to play hockey and you're over here practicing dribbling a basketball for your first hockey game, like it has nothing to do with
Yeah.
that. You know, like you can still do that on the side for fun, but let's get these good so we can win at that hockey game, so we can win at our economy, so we can be strong.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that quote means. Prepare them for the world and how it is. Even if you hate how it is,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah, that makes total sense. I guess yeah, it's just crazy to think. Even for us growing up in a certain way or our parents growing up in a certain way and just kind of putting those same, like, we can't learn the same because it's not the same world.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Everything's, especially right now, it feels like things are just changing and trying to stay on top of it. And yeah, obviously we want the best for the future and, well, our family and everyone else's family. So I think it's so important to think like that for sure. But yeah, hmm. So I guess most people think of you as the Sandman from Sandman Boxing. So I have a few questions about that, that I've been thinking of from, I guess, kind of just how you're a boxing coach, personal trainer, all that type of thing. But a lot of the times when you're coaching someone, it's not really about boxing. You know, it's more about mindset. You turn into maybe more of a listening ear slash therapist sometimes, that people will just come and come for more of a therapy session than a workout session. But what yeah, I think you embrace that, and I think you enjoy that side of things, learning about people. But what I guess what has that taught you, or what do you think about just that take on things of being okay, yeah, you're supposed to be a boxing coach. You're supposed to be like barking barking orders at people and saying like, okay, 10 more jumping jacks, but you have someone crying on your shoulder because of X, Y, and Z, you know? What what are your thoughts around that? Or how does that make you feel, or anything to expand on that topic?
Mm,
Kind of a weird thing, but I know it does happen a lot for you, you know?
happens a lot.
Yeah.
I think maybe people trust me.
Yeah.
I'm open and honest, and I'll just tell you what I think truthfully, which for I guess the people who box with me or stay around me or work out with me or are just like in my circle are fine with that.
Yeah.
The people who aren't fine with that don't stay for very long. And I think it comes from j- I prefer to talk to people how I know they can be. Like I talk to them like they're already in their final form.
Right.
You know, I talk to them as the person I know they can become. And some people don't like that. Uh, Instead of talking to them like
Where they're at.
where they're at, and I think that's because some people are opposite. They'll talk to people where they're at,
Right.
which is fine too, because some people do need that. But it's like if I see you and you should be doing this, or you could be doing this, you could be helping so many people, you could be maybe in a better relationship, you could be loving yourself more, that's what I'm going to tell you.
Right.
That's how I'm going to talk to you, which is a lot of the times like, that's dumb. That's dumb that you're doing that, or like, well, that's your fault. You did that.
Right.
So it's like those kinds of things I say to people is like, you are strong. So you should get yourself out of this situation.
Right.
It's not happening to you. It's just happening. And now you get to choose. So I think a lot of people like that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Because most people are just in their own heads.
Right.
So I just try and help, like, get rid of the nonsense. Like, try and help them see it simply.
Right.
Instead of all these things they're adding to this equation that aren't even have nothing to do with it. It's just like, this is it. That's just this. But you're just adding like this and this. Yeah, but I feel it's hot out today and I I don't know, I couldn't
Yeah.
I slipped twice on the way over here. And it's like,
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
So yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah. Do you think personality has like a lot to play with that? Like personality types or um
Like with what?
like just with how people can embrace that or embrace what you say because I know a lot of the times um not to say that people that are coming to you with problems don't have like maybe the strongest mindset, but maybe they have a different personality type that you're seeing things different than them, you know? Um it just kind of came to mind in terms of, even for you and I, we look at things a little bit differently, but the way that you talk to me sometimes isn't the way that maybe I'm ready to accept it or ready to hear it. But you kind of how you were explaining, you kind of just say it in the way that you see them as great already and you want them to be great. But do you have like a little bit of, I guess, like a guide when it comes to that? Like, do you kind of just talk to people in a way that you want them to be great and you see them as great, but maybe they're not accepting that greatness yet?
Yeah, I think that's where I struggle.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay.
Well, I don't think I talk to anyone different.
I see.
Uh I th- and that's I think why I offend people sometimes, or um yeah, because like it doesn't really. I don't know. Like I, I just have trouble not saying things, I guess, or having that guide.
Mm.
Like somebody who comes in boxes with me, their first day. That's how I speak to them. Why are you late?
I have an audio to send you.
Yeah, and it's like I just met this guy
Right.
just now, so I don't know. I don't think my guide is good.
Okay.
Like just because even with the book that Wired That Way,
Yeah.
where it's like you can kind of it kind of tells you how to identify other personalities. Like I read that book, and I think I just don't care enough.
Okay. I see you as getting as like you've like grown so much in that way.
Yeah. Also, my self awareness sucks,
Oh, come on.
so
Come
I have
on.
no idea.
Yeah. No, I see you as like you're I think you're very open to other people's like you understand like, oh, this person is maybe feels this certain way. Like you're still strong with them in your speech, but you you wouldn't I don't think you say the same like I don't know. Maybe I see that differently in you.
Hmm.
But I'm also maybe hearing about things like secondhand, not like right in the moment with you. So I don't exactly know how you're expressing it, but
I think I know. I think usually when I talk to people, I understand where it's coming from.
right.
Like I know why they're reacting that way.
Hmm.
I understand people's insecurities. I understand, their trust issues, if they're depressed, if anxiety. Like I understand that, and even though I'm forward, like I do try to say it in a way that they'll understand.
Yeah.
But I don't think I hold back on the forwardness, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
And I also try and help them see like the good that they're doing too.
Yeah.
It's like you are doing this, or like this is this, so like let's work on this where you're doing what, like I try and do both,
Hmm.
but a lot of people just hear the what they're not doing right, because maybe I say it louder.
Right.
You idiot.
Yeah. Come on. No, that's good. I think like a lot of people, um, just from just from seeing kind of interactions and stuff like that, like I see people look at you and kind of see maybe your mental toughness and things like that. So I do think that like people have a trust in you. People might want more of that in their life. So that might make them a little bit more open as well to embracing like what you have to say. So even though you are maybe a bit more blunt in certain ways, it's like, okay, but I want to be a bit more like have a bit more mindset in that area. So maybe people are just accepting your roughness sometimes too.
Yeah, I just think if you just simplify it,
Yeah.
like I think it's less mental toughness
Okay.
and more I just don't overthink.
Right. Mm. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
That my question might not have been worded too well, but I think that makes a lot of sense for sure. And I guess just on that like mental toughness and simplifying things, we talked a lot lately about like the switch from amateur boxing to pro boxing Like, I know you're on that journey, but a lot of people around you right now are amateur boxers and you're coaching them. What do you think, maybe the mindset glitch is that so many amateurs pull out of fights or they don't show up to fights or they find out their opponent and they're like, "Oh, I'm not fighting him," when it's just like an amateur bout. What do you think of like the boxing culture at the moment or anything to touch on that area?
Well, one, w-
Because you just take kind of everything.
yeah,
Like I don't think you've ever said no to a fight. You've changed fights so many times. So
yeah, but I think one, like, there's no reason to show up.
oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like the same as like, go to don't show up for your high school basketball game.
Right.
There's no, there's probably more consequences to miss that. To be honest, there's no reason to show up for an amateur fight.
Mm,
There's no penalties. There's no, you don't get anything.
right.
So it doesn't actually matter. So you're not getting paid to do it. You're not making any money. It actually usually costs you money. So like with that, it's very easy to not show up.
Right.
Um, that's like the, I guess like the boxing system's fault.
Hmm.
The mental side of it is like people just have big egos.
Right. Worried about their record.
They're just worried about how they're gonna look
Right.
to people.
Yeah.
It's like we talked about, like singing in the shower. That's when you sing the best,
Yeah, I
is
know.
in the shower,
Yeah.
you know?
Come to my concert.
Right. But then singing karaoke or
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Frog in the throat.
right.
Yeah.
And that's how boxing is.
Right. Okay.
Like people will spar and get their asses kicked in
Right.
sparring and they're fine because
Yeah.
nobody cares. But will you get your ass kicked in the ring? Heck no. What's the difference? You just got your ass kicked all week, you know?
Mhm.
It's just like, and then people look at amateur boxing like it's pro boxing when it doesn't. Like a pro boxer getting nervous makes sense because every fight is like career changing. It's how much money you make, how much sponsorships you can get, how you can feed your family. Amateur is practice and learning and becoming the boxer you want to be. So it's just a strange mindset people have. Um, so I don't know. Even pretty much everywhere I've gone, like the mentality around boxing from like boxers to coaches, strange. It's just like they make it seem like every amateur fight is for a title,
Mhm.
and that's not what it is. It's practice. And you want to practice as much as you can as soon as you can. And that's it. It's not about winning and losing. It's about some people, if you can look at it properly, you could win and be upset with yourself because you didn't do what you wanted to do. Like that's how you should look at it. Did I improve? Or lose and be pumped because you fought a guy with 30 more fights and you were able to do some of the things you wanted to do against a more experienced boxer. Like that's what you should be looking at. Um, but what do I know?
Yeah, I'm just a boxing coach. You think you're destined to be, like, in the boxing scene just with, like, your family? Like, how did this even happen? You just love to fight? Little
Yeah, I don't
scrappy
think
dude?
that I don't think I was destined to be a
Like, in that scene at all? It's just crazy because like, how many of your uncles fought your dad? Like,
yeah.
it just seems like sometimes it's in your blood, in a way.
I think it just made it easier.
Okay.
So then fighting was just normal.
Yeah.
Just like normalized it. Um, I don't know. Destined.
Maybe not the right word,
That's
yeah.
like a strong word.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. I'm getting wild here,
But
but I am the host of the
yeah,
day, so
I don't know. I think I was destined to help people.
Yeah, me
And
too.
this is just something I'm good at. And it's the thing I enjoy helping people with the most.
Mhm.
Maybe not the most, but like it's up there.
Right.
I'm really good at it. So I want to help people with that. The other things I'm really good at, I also want to help people with.
Yes.
You know, it's like it's not like I just like helping people.
Mhm.
Like if I never boxed again, I'd just find something else.
Right.
It wouldn't be yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be boxing.
Yeah. It's just a vessel to go through.
Mm. My uncles were all hockey players and I became a really good hockey player. I would feel the same, I think.
Oh, I wouldn't date a hockey. Just kidding. I would date whatever you are, hey? Do you feel like the same way? I know you've been doing a lot of community outreach lately, going to communities. I know a couple times a week you're at a different place, out of the city. Do you like how do you feel about that when you're like I think you're putting a lot into a lot of youth lately for sure by going to all these different places and do you find like maybe a spark in them or how does that kind of fulfill you in a way? It's obviously something you really enjoy.
Yeah, it's nice to just be out there and just hanging out with the kids
Mhm.
and just like giving them just like another option,
Right.
you know? Uh getting to know them. Even there's so many kids that when I go to powwows now, they'll run up, say hi.
Yeah, hey girl.
Uh that's cool, you know? Um and then when I was in Regina at those fights, one of the kids that I coached in Chittick, he moved. So he was only there for half the year last year and then he moved and then he found a gym and now he's training at a boxing gym.
Mm,
It's like
cool.
that's cool
Definitely.
that he enjoyed it so much. Now he's training at a boxing gym at the town he lives in. It's just like, especially like the remote communities,
Mhm.
like the options are limited. The leadership is limited. Uh, the amount of good men is limited. You know,
Yeah.
so just to give them another one is I like that.
Mhm.
And then I just always be sure to tell them if you ever come to Saskatoon, like after school, after high school, you move to Saskatoon, just come and find me.
Mhm.
Like I'm there. You can find me on Instagram, whatever, reach out. Uh so that when you move on from school, the city can be scary.
Yeah, I can.
So to have somewhere to go right when you get there. So I just try to tell them that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. I love when the kids run up to you and they're like, "Hey, Cole." It's like so sweet.
I'm here with my family.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just kidding.
exactly. No. Geez, so many people, it's like everywhere we go, there's people just bumping into us and having to chat for
They know me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
I'm
mean.
just
That's what I'm
kidding.
trying to say is
I'm
like,
just
and
kidding.
then after the talk, I'm like, and who was that again? Yeah, that's awesome. How do you feel about, I know this year you've really prioritized like um going to more powwows, kind of connecting with that side of yourself. Um Going to a few sweats this year as well, just kind of exploring um that side of yourself as well. How's that been going?
Mm, it's it's good.
Mhm.
It's just like hard not being like fully like engulfed in it.
Right.
Um like there's so much I want to learn. Like I want to learn how to speak
Mhm.
both Machif and Cree. I want to learn more about powwows, about ceremonies, to understand how to do them properly and kind of like what they're about exactly. I want to learn so many things. Um, but then there's also like my family goals, my
Mhm.
financial goals that like just makes it tricky. So then I feel like I'm just learning bits at a time, and sometimes I feel like uh, I could be doing more. But I do, and I'm really happy that I'm learning.
Yeah.
Even though it's not as fast as I want to. I'm just grateful for the people that I've met. There's so many people I know now in those, you know, circles that just help me and teach me so much. You know, even um, with Kayla and Naval Wellness, like
Mhm.
ever since that was probably like the biggest, like becoming friends with Kayla and then getting in with Naval Wellness and going out to communities was like the big first jump,
Mhm.
you know, into learning and continuing to learn and then trying to understand, you know, even with like creator, you know, when I think about religion and God, creator, it's not something we ever,
Yeah.
it was just nothing, you know, like that was never a thing. How many drunk arguments I had with people about how their religion was dumb,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I
Like
do
my
know.
whole life, just growing up, that is dumb.
Yeah.
That is, and now as I've been getting older, it's like, it's just like shifted, it's
Mm.
changed. Um, I'm starting to believe there is something, but I just don't understand it, which is fine too.
Yeah.
But I'm just like trying to figure that part out. You know, it's like, even with like, with praying, I don't even know how. Still, like, what am I even praying? Like, and it's just like practicing that, practicing all these different things. It's just slow. I wish it was faster, but yeah, I'm just grateful.
Yeah. People feel that around you for sure. Lots of gratitude, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing just to learn a little bit more about yourself, be able to pass that on too. I think is just so wonderful. But yeah, we're pretty close to time. I don't know if there's like a certain thing you wanted to share or talk about, any other topics that, I know we talked a lot about parenthood today, boxing, just like jumping in with 2 feet and embracing life.
No, I think that's good.
That's good.
It's everything. It's everything about me.
I don't think so. I think
Oh,
there's
that's good.
a lot to you, but that's that's what you get with a fill-in host that's just just learning.
You did good.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun just chatting and picking your brain, going from there, but awesome. Well, you've been a wonderful guest. You know, my you've been my favorite guest that
Oh,
I've ever
yeah.
had on,
Nice.
my podcast. Sandwoman does podcast. Sandwife.
Godzilla.
Yeah, Sandwife does podcast, but no, it's been a fun day, hasn't it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Thanks for interviewing me.
Thanks for winging it.
Thanks for winging it.
Yeah.
I
You're
love
welcome.
you.
I love you too, sweetheart.